Hello everybody, my name is Ollie, I'm from Omnitub, manufacturer of deep soak and Whirlpool baths here in Somerset, and I wanted to make this video for you today to run over everything I possibly can think of in regards to Whirlpool baths, deep soak and Whirlpool baths and systems for your knowledge, understanding and consideration if you wanted to purchase one of these tubs. I'll try and cover things on the more technical side of things, which will help on installations, things for you to write down for your installer. We do have this information on the website, but I do appreciate people do like the video. So I'll try and not waffle on and try and go to the point as quickly as I possibly can to go through this information. I've got 4 systems behind me and they all vary in terms of the feature sets, which is quite good because it kind of covers everything from kind of entry-level systems all the way through to the higher ends as well. A few things to consider from the start. If you have any jet systems with an Omnitub, from an electrical standpoint, it's just one 13-amp fuse spur, which is going to need to be connected from the system into your property to power the system. And that wouldn't matter if you had an entry-level system or a high-end system, it's always going to be that sort of connection. The height of the tubs are going to be varied depending on what systems you have. And in terms of protrusion levels, etc., we're going to cover that in a bit more depth when we go through each tub, so we're going to talk about that as well. We'll talk about jet fill, we'll talk about filling from the overflow, we'll talk about filling from the taps, and we'll talk about the waste systems as well, and what sort of heights you can set the tubs, and how wide they need to be to go through your door. I'm going to start with this one here. This is on a Solo Plus, and what we have here is a 12-jet system with pneumatic controls with 2 lights. There are no air jets in the system, so it's important to see that this one sits lower off the ground if you wanted it to. Now, this one here is from floor to ceiling, 67 centimetres, 670 mm. So you turn the tub on the side to go through the door. A standard UK door size is 720. With the bolted feet on here, it would go anything from 670 up to maybe 730, 740, depending on how high you wanted to site the tub, and depending on whether you could fit the waste underneath the tub into the floor, or whether it has to stay above the floor. That is the variable part, because if the waste can go under the floor slightly, through the floorboard piece, then you could sit the tub this low, which would be just above my knee, and I'm 6'4". So if I stand next to it here, it's going to be just above my knee, easy to get into. Okay? We place the jets regardless of the system configuration, regardless of the specification you go for, regardless of whether you book it online and do it online for the configurator, or whether you do it with me over the phone or through video, we will place the jets where you want them to go. Place the jets, we place the lights, we place the suction control on this particular occasion, and we place the lights. Everything has been placed for the customer for the specification of the order. So it's a bespoke service that we go through to make sure we get it right for you, the customer, and to make sure that we place the jets where you want them. I quite like this one because it has 8 on the back. We've got 8 jets on the back, 1 either side, and 1 on the feet, or 1 on each feet. So 2 on the sides, 2 on the feet, 8 on the back. It's a nice system on a Solo Plus, at 1250 long by 750 wide. Really nice. The pump positions for this are at the back. So if we can come on to the back, we can see here a protrusion element of about 60 mm. Okay, and the reason that's on there is because it's on a 75mm flange, not a 100mm flange, so it's going to protrude slightly more, and there's 8 jets on the back. So because there's 8 jets on the back, and because the pump is behind it, it's going to protrude that much more. It would protrude more if we had an air jet system in this as well. However, this customer in particular is having a false wall behind it, therefore there's going to be an access panel piece, say here, so that whole piece is going to be accessible for if the customer ever needed to. It's always worth considering access, and we do that post-purchase once we know the specification and when we know where we're going to be placing everything. And I can see inside the bathroom, usually on a video, and we can see where we're going to place things like the pumps, like the controls, that sort of thing. So that's sort of the protrusion level that we get on that one there. And this system here is really nice. It's going to have 1 level of control with the pneumatic controls. We can just push this one in to turn them on. And then we're going to be twisting this one here to adjust the airflow rate. It's not going to be a powered up, powered down system on this particular install. The light control here, if you get lights with your Omnitub, that's the standard control piece there, that's not on the digital touch control, and you'll be touching it to cycle through the different colours. It's a really nice system on a 1250, 750. I want to go through the next one, which is another Solo Plus, but it's got air jets on it. So I'll take you over to this one, and this is a 12 jet system on the Whirlpool on the side of the tub and 12 air jets on the base of the tub. And what we'll be able to see on here is we've got the diverter switch, and we've got the suction place in the middle. Really clean looking system. We've got the pneumatics on the side as well, which turn on the air jets, turn on the water jets. That's really smart. And this tub is going to be used by the customer inside the property. By the way, any of our tubs are suitable for indoor, outdoor, or commercial use. Same 13 amp fuse per connection. And if we get to the point on the pumps, this is on the 100mm flange, and this is going out about 50mm from the backside. So again, if you had the wall going up here, but you had access behind the wall, or you were able to access it because you were having a temporary wall like a stud wall into the bathroom to separate the shower and the bath, that would work really well. Or we could have a protrusive flange going around the tub to be able to get that access point in there, would work pretty well. Okay. Now when I'm stood up here on this one, because it's got the air jets on and underneath the tub, we need to have more space under there. My knee is there, the last one was there, now we're about here. So it's taller to get into. So a step up might be something that you want to consider, it might not. But underneath there you'll see all of the air jet systems and all of the connectivities. So whilst you could sink the entire tub potentially if you had access underneath, that's quite rare, although we have had that on some occasions, you're going to need to have it about this sort of height. It's a nice system, and I do like the size of the tub because even me at my sort of height, I can actually get inside this system. It's really nice. Now, before we move on to the other systems, I just want to go through a couple of things. The first one is that all of our systems are run-dry systems. So it doesn't matter whether you just have a 12-jet Whirlpool system or whether you go for an 18-18, 24-24 system. Stacked. It doesn't matter which one you go for, they're still going to run dry. So after use, the water's going to go through the system and drain off, and the pipes are going to be left dry. Once the sensors connect and understand that the water level is at a certain level, as in 0 is emptied, the blower is going to come on and blow any water out through the system. So the systems are going to run dry, they're going to be dry after use, and they're going to turn on and then we'll blow anything out after the tub is emptied. That's a standard feature on all of the tubs. So be rest assured you're not going to have those with black build-up gubbin parts, which has happened previously on other baths that are on the market. That isn't going to happen with these systems. Okay. The next thing I want to go through with you is this one. Now, this one is a much bigger system in terms of specification. It's got the digital touch controls, and the customer's having them detached from the tub. So on the digital touch controls, you can have them detached from the tub. This particular system, as you can see, the jets are plated black, which I absolutely love. We've got 3 lights on the side of the tub, all on the same side. We can have any number of lights on the tub. On a Solar Ultras, 3 is quite nice, especially on one side when the when the access is, say, on this side, the lights are beaming in, or if the access is on this side, the lights are beaming against the wall. 3 is really nice. The touch controls are going on the wall on this system, they're going up here. That's going to be really nice. And the black plated jets are an additional upgrade. The price on the black plated jets, or any of the black plated jets, or any of the plated jet systems we do any colour, it does depend on the install, because we have different bits which require to be plated depending on the install or specification that you build on your tub. So we can't plate the jets. I wouldn't look to hold water in this over a long period of time. That's something that I wouldn't be advising to do. It's good for soaking in, and plated jets at this sort of standard you're not going to have any issues with, but you wouldn't want to hold water in it over a long term period. So this system here has got jet fill, we've got the pumps on the side, so that's probably worth going over because the other 2 were at the ends. The pumps are on the side. The protrusion on this, about 40mm, it's coming out. We're going to have a flange bit all the way around this tub. It's going to go all the way around all 4 sides of the customer install. It's going to sit in the middle of this space, and it's really, really tidy, nice install. So very, very nice. The controls come off this cable here. You can see that. That's the connector for the controls. And then you have this place here to be able to run the cable up through the wall and have the controls coming out it's going to look great. And then the power just underneath to connect to 30-amp fuse is going to be all set. So this is an 1818 system, 3 lights, touch controls, black plated on a flicker tub. Super, super nice. And the layout of these jets have been done specifically for the customer. So we've got 6 on the back, 2 on the shoulders, 2 either side, and then 4 on the feet, which is really smart, really good use of space, and a really good experience when that system's running. That'll be really, really nice, okay? As you can see there, we've got the air jets on the base, the water and air jets on the side on this one. That is like a standard plated configuration that we offer to our customers, and one that is pretty popular, whether they're chrome plated or black plated or brass plated or anything like that. That's a really good level system, okay? The last one that I want to go through with you today is a more upgraded system, purely because on this particular one, we have 2 sets of Whirlpool systems inside this tub. We've got Whirlpools on the side of the tub, and then we've got Whirlpools on the base of the tub. It's exactly the same jets. So they're not dedicated air jets on the base, they're Whirlpool and air, water and air on the base and on the side. So you'll see there's 2 suctions on this tub, one either side, and that is both to pull the water through into the jets on both system types, base and on the side. They do operate independently, and they've got the airflow adjuster, and they've got the on button to turn on for the customer. And what you'll notice here is that everything is plated, as it is with all of our plated systems. The suction pump, the diverter switch required, the controls, the lights, the waste, and the jets are all plated. So everything is completely the same colour, and we can go through that. We have lots of different variants on plating service. It doesn't have to be this shade of brass, it doesn't have to be that shade of black. We have a wide range of different plating services available. We can make it in orange if we wanted to, for example. So this system here, I want to go through just a little bit more, because this has a suction waste on. Because there are water and air jets on the base, after the tub has been used and it's been emptied, all of the jets drain into the waste. So there's a modification on the waste piece which allows the water to soak through into that waste and draw away, and then the blower will come on afterwards to pull the water through to make sure it's bone dry. So it's a different sort of system again, this one. We don't really list this on the website as a purchasable option because it really does depend on the configuration and the plating service as required. So we can have designs of jets pretty much however you like. We can specify them however you want, lay them out however you want, and we will go through it with you on a one-to-one basis after purchase, so we know what configuration it is, and we know exactly what we've got in place. Okay. So any questions with regards to jet systems, Whirlpool systems, you reach out to us. WhatsApp 01934751200, email info@omnitub.co.uk, or you can call 01934751200. Hit us on Messenger, hit us on WhatsApp, Instagram, however you want to reach out. It's always a one-to-one service that we go through, and it's always best to be done over the phone, on video, or in person. You can order a spec online for the configurator, and if you want to do that, you can, but we still will go through that process of placing the jets, doing all of the bits and pieces to make sure we get everything right for your install. It's always good to be able to see inside the bathroom space so that we can work out exactly what's right. So if that is the sort of thing that you want to do, feel free to reach out to us in any of the ways that I've mentioned before. All the information will be on the description on this video on YouTube as well. Probably put this onto Facebook and other places as well. So if you want to reach out about a Whirlpool system that's made in Somerset, handmade, hand-plated, hand-installed systems, then just reach out to us and we can have a conversation. And yeah, looking forward to hopefully speaking to you guys soon. I hope you found it useful. If you have, let me know in the comments, and we'll make a lot more videos now in the coming weeks onto the channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hit subscribe, and we will be back really soon. Thanks a lot. See you later. Cheers.